Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's been a while since this Palo Santo, which is the same piece I've been using for like 2 months because I use it until the very last bit. It's been a while since it lit like this intensely. And if you're not new, then you know that because you always see it and then it goes out very quickly. Look how this is burning. This is great. I'm not complaining. For those of you that don't know what this is used for, Palo Santo is used for clearing out negative energy, dense energy. It has healing properties. Negative dark entities that may cling to your space, whether because you have something clinging to you, bad energy from other people, as we like to say out in the street, bad juju. It has the same properties if you're familiar with sage as sage. I prefer Palo Santo because of the scent. I do not like the scent of sage. I never have. I used to use it, but it lingers too long and it's stinky. So use it in combination with white light and you'll clear out some funky energy, okay? Just a recommendation. But when I see that it lights like that, it means that there is funky energy in the first place that needs to be cleared. I see it this way. Look at that. I see magician. And I'm going to put it back because I haven't even channeled yet or started the reading, but this is always part of the reading. The magician is manifestation. It's also the card that literally depicts energy, okay? Things that you can't see. The magician. This is a form of magic, so to say, right? So that to me is confirmation. And if you see, he's holding a wand, so it's kind of like holding this. There is something funky. I'm not sure if it has anything to do with me. It could be. But it could be in regards to the collective that I'm reading right now. Whatever the case may be, we're going to go into it. That energy needed to be cleared. So I'm doing that. Protect the space. Whoa, what's this? They're just confirming it over and over again. There's something funky in the energy. We're going to see what that is because I know for a fact now it's a collective energy because they just keep confirming. It's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, in this deck literally shows a wooden stick on fire. Kid you not. It says Lord of the root of the power. I cannot. I'm sorry, I got excited. I know some of you maybe can't stand my excitement and, you know, but I'm involved in this reading the same as you. I get excited. I'm in it. It says Lord of the root of the power of fire. It says Lord of the root of the power of fire. If that is not a confirmation, honey, please. Look what I just split the deck and came out here. Do me a favor and go on Amazon, unless you have access to a spiritual shop near you, and buy some Palo Santo. Now it's a collective omen. Do me the favor. Protect yourself. No, it didn't die out because there's a problem. Palo Santo, the only thing that's better about sage than Palo Santo is that sage burns. It keeps burning because it's a leaf. This is firewood, so it's very hard for it to stay lit unless it's like continuously, literally under fire. But I still prefer it. And this is what the divine is literally asking you to do. Do me a favor. Go to a store. If you have one, if not, Amazon has. Buy Palo Santo and buy yourself some white candles. It doesn't matter if it's a tea light candle. It doesn't matter if it's a jar candle like this one. It does not matter what kind of candle as long as it's white. White is the energy. Black candles absorb negative energy, but white is for, it calls in the angels. It calls in the divine light, okay? That's what I'm being guided to tell you. We have the Seven of Swords here. So they're confirming there's something funky. And this is, I'm going to get into it because I have to today. I don't like it. There's a beautiful message coming today, but there's also funky energy. This is not the Disney Channel. I'm going to tell you the truth. The Seven of Swords is deceptive energy, sneaky energy, somebody wanting to get away with something. It says here though, Lord of unstable effort, okay? So it could be, so it's clearing out that energy, some kind of sneaky energy. Doesn't mean that there's somebody out there putting bad vibes onto you. It could be. We're going to get into it. But it could also just be that the divine is trying to clear your own Seven of Swords energy. Maybe you're putting unstable effort into something and it's because you need healing. You have some dark entities attached to you, etc., that need to be cleared. Or it could be somebody that you're dealing with romantically. Whatever the case may be, there needed to be some clearing that had to happen. If you're watching this, it just happened for you. I did that for you, but they want you to continue on with that process. What is this about? You know what? I haven't pulled these in a while. I'm going to just pull an Island Time Wellness card here. For those of you that are new, if you don't know me, I'm a medium before reading tarot. So my main ability is channel. I'm a no tools reader by nature. What that means is I don't need cards to give you a message. So you're going to hear me talking a lot. I'm not rambling. It's all part of the reading. I see the cards before they come out. I'll give you some. Sometimes if you see me pause in between cards, the cards are for confirmation. I'm going to pull them. Okay? But I'm not talking when I pause. I'm picking up on the energy and I'm sharing it. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, this might be in regards to you and another person. Because the easy thing for somebody to pick up when they see something like this, you know, like clearing out dark entities, is it's human nature to instantly want to blame somebody else, like somebody's putting a bad spell on me or somebody's doing, you know, giving me bad juju. But I had a vision, I had a message that clearly came out in regards to yourself or somebody else that you're dealing with that's doing this to themselves. And the divine, you know, sometimes the negative entities, yeah, they might have come from an outside source, but they're clinging to you. They're sucking your energy out. They're causing you to think in certain ways. That's what the devil energy is. And this is confirming that. Because it has lightning, butterfly, hammer, lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So the lightning card in this deck is the equivalent of the Tower card in tarot, which is sudden upheaval, sudden change, something shocking. But it's also a surprise or an epiphany, an upheaval, but it's transformational. Okay, butterfly, especially next to, now we're talking about love. Relationship evolving into the next phase. Healing the inner child, growth. Next to the hammer. Sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. That's the message. There must be something that has happened or is to happen, okay? I think that this is damage control right now. Either you're the one that is acting in this way, or somebody that loves you is going to act in this way and they don't want you to give into it because there is a relationship that's about to form. The energy is there for this relationship to actually evolve into the next phase. That's what it says. But then it says healing the inner, it says relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child growth. And then boom, as soon as you're on board with that, something gets sabotaged. Okay? And then it says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and working on it. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle of, I want to transform this. I want to get together with you. Let's evolve to the next phase. Geez, something gets triggered. We need some healing. Okay? There's sabotage. Happens. The relationship goes to shit. Somebody runs. Somebody chases. Something like that. This could be a twin flame dynamic. Then coming together, trying to rebuild it. But then it says interrogation and repetitive. It could be a lot. Somebody has some kind of a jealous tendency. Somebody combative, asking a lot of questions, but somebody's not giving up. Okay, look, I just picked this up. It says clock, needs time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal, progress. So this is it's going to take time to heal, but there's a relationship forming here. It's not an easy one. but it is going to form. And we have a phoenix, new phase, rekindle, which is reconciliation, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Honey, even though you've gone through a lot of ish with this person, somebody has changed their mind about how they view this connection. Suddenly. We have the first card here says transformation, and the last card here also says transformation. But even though it says sudden change, shocking news, that could be in regards to whatever sabotage, whatever kind of situation happened between you and this person. But it also says epiphany. And an epiphany and a changed mind go hand in hand. The phoenix rising from the ashes is the transformation, someone becoming new. Okay? Even though there was sabotage, somebody is waking up. This is probably like the union phase of a twin flame dynamic, where there's an awakening here. There's an awakening here that the inner child needs to be healed. Mutually. I'm getting mirroring energy here. So even though you and this person have had a pattern of sabotaging this connection, you might have been awakened to the fact that there's sabotage here. Nonetheless, you might have been triggered to sabotage anyway, because this person triggers you because they're a mirror. There's absolutely like a twin flame reading right now. But somebody has woken up and realizes, okay, I realize that healing the inner child and healing my connection with this person needs time, like it says here, clock, takes time. We need time to heal. But it says progress. But we could progress together. Somebody wants to rekindle, has a changed mind in regards to their perception of what growth means. This could have been someone that gets triggered, backs off, blames you, and only sees growth possible as by themselves. They didn't see a way to actually come together in a relationship and grow together. Like their mind could not process that. Remember, I could be saying they, but it could be you. Take it as it resonates, okay? Their mind could not process that. That's why they kept walking away. But at the same time, it says repetitive and persistent. It could have been years. This person's still all up in your life because the love is there. Well, what they were really avoiding was the healing process, even though they just could not see how that can be done together. Somebody changed their mind in regards to their perception. Someone has elevated. Someone has awakened. I just saw the Hierophant card. Okay? They realize that you guys are going to come together and it's not going to be perfect and it's going to take time, but they want to rebuild this. It says rebuild. So this is the difference between loving each other, triggering each other, mirroring each other, and not having any kind of commitment and separating and just like, I'm not dealing with this. This is the difference between that, and looking at each other and saying, I realize we both have to heal our inner children. And we're going to try to sabotage this 100 times, but I want to do it with you. And in that process, things might get ugly. You still might fight with this person, but you guys are now spiritually awakened and aware that you guys, why you're doing this, and therefore you're able to come together to beat this demon and work on it. So you're going to sabotage, but this person's not going to let you go anymore. Whereas where there was a sabotaging before, they took it as a perception of your whole character, right? Whereas now they're not going to let you go. They're going to grow with you. They want to. They changed their mind in regards to that. Yes. Tell me more. I'm going to... What the... Yes. Look. Abundance, Cupid's arrow, and boat. Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude, bliss, Cupid's arrow, having faith, love, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, and then it says hesitation. I never understood this card as to why it says hesitation when it's Cupid's arrow and it says have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, hesitation. There's always a shadow side, okay? So that, and it's underneath the sabotage. It's the same thing because it says sabotage, but it also says rebuilding, you know? Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, or closure issues. But what I'm getting from this is exactly on somebody. Number one, there's a boat here and it's a surprise invitation or meeting. Somebody's gonna come see you. Somebody wants to see you. I channeled the Chariot card just now. Like the Hierophant, which we said is spiritual awakening. I channeled that card, it's right there. Somebody wants to see you physically if you haven't in a long time. If you haven't, if you have not seen this person in a long time, you need to make it happen, okay? This person's gonna make it happen. But this person has changed their mind. They're keeping a positive mindset in regards to what is possible with you romantically. They want you to keep the faith. They are coming. There's some kind of hesitation though here. It says hesitation. When this person comes forward, you're going to be like, why now? It's been how long? Why now? Is it because it didn't work out with the other person? Is it because you're bored? The divine does not want you. They want you to see it from a higher perspective, please. The Hierophant. See it from a higher perspective. That this person's coming because they love you. Okay? Not because of that. It's their blockage. And even if they had other people, stemmed from their inner child. And the fact that you guys marry each other and are so similar. Okay? I literally just bought this. Don't tell me it's like dying already. The flame is like weaker. It's been like 2 days. That's kind of an omen, isn't it? I feel like this person's gonna come and it's like, I just had a change mind 2 days ago. Okay? Don't tell me this is gonna die now. Like all of a sudden, I'm here giving you what you want and now you want to doubt this? After all this, like I'm finally here. Don't be that person. Accept them. They want receiving what you need. So there is an issue here in regards to not just giving love, but receiving it. Somebody wasn't open to receiving love, whether you or this person or both. Maybe you were the person that was giving, and this person never trusted this, couldn't open up to receiving it. That triggered you into certain behaviors, right? They gave them a physical reason to say, this is terrible, like there's no way, right? But what was triggering you was the fact that this person was not, that you wanted to give. I mean, it's a rejection. Nobody likes rejection. You feel so much love for a person, you're giving, they don't accept it. It's a rejection that hurts. At the same time, you didn't let this person go, this person either. So that cultivates a lot of issues. And the moment that this person is open to receive what they need, and this just came out like 100 times, and what they need is a union, a 10 of Pentacles and a 2 of Cups. I'm gonna put it back and keep shuffling though. The 2 of Cups is a union, the 10 of Pentacles is a union, making it materialize. What they need is to be able to receive the love that you have, and all of a sudden they're gonna realize, and you, that the sabotaging kind of starts to go away on its own, because then you have that flow of being able to give and receive love. And since you have a divine connection with this person, I saw the Lover's card in my mind as channeling. I haven't seen it physically on this table, but I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, right? This is a divine connection. This person was, even though they always kept you around, always talked to you, there was a part of them that was just closed up. There's a lot of marrying, a lot of triggering here. I'm telling you right now, this could happen overnight. This can happen overnight. You don't see this coming. I told you the lightning is also like a tower card. Look, you do not see this. But this is the sun. Oh my God. The sun? The sun? The sun is the happiest card in the deck. The sun is clarity, illumination from the divine, being very clear on something. So somebody's going to be very clear with you about their feelings, about what they want. Oh my God, the sun just so happens to be, look, it's the high priestess, the counterpart to the Hierophant. You know, in other decks, the Hierophant is also called the high priest. That is the counterpart. The high priestess is the feminine version of the Hierophant. So this is, look what's here. I'm done. It's a Tower card, so we're just confirming it, okay? Now I'm going to put the Tower next to the Lightning because that's exactly what it is, and that's what we're talking about. I'm getting chills because the confirmations. It's just beautiful to me, you know? It's beautiful that the divine confirms like that. The Hierophant is somebody that not only is it somebody wanting to make something a commitment, but it's also spiritual awakening, being able to see things from a higher perspective. The High Priestess is the same thing in the feminine version. High Priestess, though, whoever's in feminine energy has known this for a long time. The High Priestess has the book of life. She's the one who knows. It's she who knows. She knows. So you have had the book of life in your hand for a long time, where this person might have convinced themselves that it was just never, right? But you have always known that this was your person. You might have been losing hope, but somebody has had an epiphany. There's epiphany written all over this. Change the mind. It says epiphany here, that they want to transform something. It says transformation here and here. Then we got the Tower, which is an epiphany. An epiphany that they want to end the way that you guys have been. And not in a Disney World way, in a way of like, hey, someone finally realizes like we can be a team and better ourselves together because I love you. And like that's the foundation of this. That's the Sun card. The illumination, the divine light, the epiphany, the clarity about the happiness of this connection, the clarity that you guys are a divine pair. The Hierophant and the High Priestess is a divine pair, just like the Emperor and the Empress is. They signify two different aspects of our psyche, of our being, but they're both counterpart, but they're both like the ultimate, right? Counterpart. This just, the Hierophant and the High Priestess just, in terms of tarot, signifies like your higher self. You guys have been in spiritual union for a long time. It's just the sabotage rebuilding was a persistent issue here. Somebody suddenly has faith. It says manifest exactly what you want. You might have tried to actually manifest this. Now I have to pull the Two of Cups out because it was here. Two of Cups, Six of Cups. Six of Cups is reconciliation with somebody from your past. I'm not going to just ignore that underneath it, though, was the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is melancholy, sadness. I feel like you got to a certain point where you actually love this person unconditionally, whether you were together or not. But there was a sadness inside because you started to feel like, maybe this is just going to be a friend zone thing forever, or you're just not going to communicate ever again. But just in that moment is when we have like two Tower cards, the Lightning and the Tower. Like just in that moment is when something just changes. And you can call me crazy, but that happens. Especially, okay, and I don't want to be sexist, but I'm just going to, listen, men and women are physiologically different, yes. So I don't want to be stereotypical, but we do have different drive because we are different animals. Like we're the same, but we have different hormones. That's the truth, right? And I believe that has everything to do with your motivations and the way and your we're very complex, but that has something to do also with what drives you and ultimately what creates your perception, right? Right? And also programming and stuff, but you know what I mean. I have a lot of men in my life. Oh, that sounds so terrible. No, not like that. Not like that, and never has been like that. I'm actually one of those like loner people. Always. I've never been the type to have like all these men. I've never. Just never. Too much. Because I absorb so much energy too. There's so many reasons. But you have to be very particular who you have in your space, by the way, just letting you know. But my brother and lots of men and a lot of, you can even like find YouTube videos about this. And if you're a woman, if you lead with estrogen, we might not completely understand. We may never understand the male's perspective 100%. And maybe I'm wrong, but for the most part, I'm like 90% of men that I've known have all been able to, whereas women, or if you're in feminine energy, you lead with estrogen, we start to gain love for somebody like over time. Like there's so many reasons it starts to develop over time. This person has love. There's a difference though between love and like us being in love, like and making a decision for a relationship. Okay. All the men that I've ever met or known, were like enough to have like deep conversations, have been able to pinpoint a moment where they just wake up and say, this is my person, or I'm gonna do this. Or if I asked one of my friends like what made them decide to get married, they said they can pinpoint it to like they've loved this person for a long time, but they can pinpoint a moment at the store, like, oh, she did something to me that was like so funny that I was laughing hysterically, and I knew in that moment. And I'm not just I'm telling you, like 90%. It's not a coincidence that like all the men that I've spoken to have given me that response. Like at this point, it's freaking research. They can feel, like love is a very complex thing, so they can feel love and not. It's very hard for us women to feel a lot of love for somebody and not want to turn it into a relationship, because we equate the two just the same way as we equate sex with love. It's hormonal. That's why people that lead with testosterone, usually men, can have sex without feelings. Okay? We get attached. If you lead with estrogen, that's biological. Unless you have a cycle, unless you know, obviously there's exceptions. So I don't want to hear in the comments, etc. Usually the times that if you're a female, you lead with estrogen and you have tendencies that are more like male-like, you either were abused or you went through some kind of trauma where your mind cancels out like nature. That's the truth. Because we know that people that come from abuse can be promiscuous, etc. And I'm not saying that's just an example. You got what I'm saying. So they've all been able to pinpoint a moment. Like, I've always loved her, but I woke up today and said, what the hell am I doing? I'm not going to lose her. Or this person never wanted to marry me. Like, we've been together for how long? And then one day they just showed up. I cannot tell you how lucky I am to have had conversations with enough men to tell you that this is freaking research at this point. And then you can Google it, and then there's people that like Google stories, they tell you the same thing. It's like, so it's not a coincidence. That's what this is. So I don't want you, if you're coming from an estrogen standpoint, right? Feminine energy standpoint, and you're like, yeah, right, like, whatever, like, there's no way in hell. No, if the love is there like that, I'm telling you that things can change overnight. I have seen it, not in just through examples of other people, but in my own life. It's happened to me. And I'm just like, it made me hesitate. Like, what? What are you saying to me? What? You said something else yesterday. You know, that's happened to me. I've experienced that. That's what this is. That's what this is. It could be something that they watch that triggers them to feel this way. It could be so many things, but that's what this is. I cannot tell you. So you could have already been, honestly, it could have been even this that triggered them. 5 of Cups, Lord of loss and pleasure, it says. This is melancholy, sadness. 9 of Swords is anxiety, overthinking, stress. In the traditional tarot, I always say the 9 of Swords, I wish you can see the image, because I feel like the image, I like using different decks, but the image in the traditional tarot for the 9 of Swords is like the perfect image for the 9 of Swords. It really depicts what it means. It shows somebody on a bed, like sitting up, like they have sheets on, like they want to go to sleep, but they're sitting up, upright, with their hands to their face, like stressed out, they can't sleep. That's the Nine of Swords. Here it says Lord of Despair and Cruelty. Then we have the Magician, which is manifestation. But this Five of Cups, even though it means sadness, melancholy, disappointment, it says Lord in loss and pleasure. So I think that somewhere around, something must have happened. It could have been this that triggered this person, that they see that their behavior and how they're showing up in your life is actually manifesting loss and pleasure from you to them. Like they might have got, and that's another thing I noticed in men, like if they feel like they're going to lose you, like they'll wake up. And I don't think this is not manipulative. This is like actual real. You might not even have voiced it. You might have not threatened. Maybe you did. I don't know. Ultimatum. But this is real. This is not like threatened. This is not like I'm going to act sad to see if they show up. No. Like this is real. Like you got to a place in your journey with this person where you just started to energetically lose pleasure because you felt like it was despair. It was cruel. It says Lord of Despair and Cruelty, to constantly hold on to somebody that wasn't going to make something a commitment like that. So maybe you didn't want to lose this person, because the Two of Cups is still there. So maybe, it's not like, okay, maybe for some of you, you're like, I don't want to talk to this person anymore. For some of you, you're like, I'm going to psychologically train myself to see this person as friend zone, because I'm not going to put myself through that despair and cruelty when I deserve to find love and a relationship, and I need that. Okay, and I cannot be here just reminding myself every day with someone telling me why it's not with me. You cannot be in a constant state of rejection. That's like psychological freaking abuse. But you got to take responsibility. It's abusive psychologically if you allow yourself to be that way. And then you have a choice. Am I going to just walk away from this person and not talk to them at all? Or do I love them enough unconditionally to keep them in my life, love them, but learn to create a boundary and start dating other people? That's what happened here. So this was just general, real, energetic. I feel like this person started feeling like, okay, me not allowing myself to receive this. I think this person had an epiphany that you are what they need. Yes, I said need. You are what they need. They are in a place in their life where maybe they were never able to recognize the true value of what it is to have not just love, but a partnership and somebody to have their back the way that you do, etc. And that, again, it says here, healing the inner child. Why is that? Possibly because maybe they grew up in a home with a parent where that wasn't modeled to them. So they never knew how to feel like, they never knew exactly what it meant to need that. They were always empty, but they didn't know what they needed exactly because they didn't have like a baseline understanding of that. And they realized the love that you keep trying to give to them is exactly what they need, and they're blocking themselves from their own happiness. They have a sudden epiphany that they are not going to lose you, honey. Two of Cups, Lord of Love, they love you. The Six of Cups is a reconciliation with someone from the past, but you know what's even more significant is that the Five of Cups to the Six of Cups is a progression. So they want you to get out of that energy real quick. Notice the Five of Cups here says Lord of Loss and Pleasure. The Six of Cups is Lord of Pleasure. So they want to change. Oh my God, yes. Because here it says new face, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth. It says changed mind. So it's not just their own changed mind. They want to change your mind, your way of thinking, your way of feeling, because cups signify love, into loss of pleasure to pleasure. No. I don't want you. I know I'm acting like real like difficult with you. I'm not letting her or him in. I'm just not. They're starting to lose pleasure and hope in the situation. No. I want them to have pleasure with me. I'm going to lose this person. This literally, they saw that what was manifesting was not what they truly wanted. And all of a sudden they have an epiphany. They want to make this committed. I'm telling you, you might be like, there ain't no way. Oh, there's a way. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. especially with people that have, like, you know, things that they need to heal, like very difficult mindsets, which is unfortunate, you know. But especially, honestly, men and people with testosterone, this happens all the time. It literally overnight. No, I'm gonna light it with the candle instead. I feel like it's a better option right now. I'm telling you, because that's what I'm seeing here. And if I keep repeating that, it's because you have a sense of doubt. And the divine doesn't want you to have doubt in what I'm saying right now, especially the Cupid's arrow. Think about what Cupid does. Cupid stabs you in the butt. Suddenly, you don't expect it. There's omens around. There are omens around here, everywhere, for things happening unexpectedly. But it says, have faith that love is coming. It literally says that. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting. And then it says hesitation. They don't want you to hesitate. This is going to be a surprise. A change. Of all cards. Of all cards. A change. Look. A change in your murky thoughts. You cannot. Main female. Funeral. That's not for you. I wasn't supposed to pull out the main female either. It's just these two. You cannot. I got so excited when they confirmed. And that's whoever's in feminine energy right now. Murky thoughts means like you're everything. Like you're starting to feel like, no, like this is never gonna happen. Oh my God, she's wearing a wedding dress in the card that says change. I've never noticed that. The omens are heavy, especially because a change could be anything. Why, of all images to create for the card that says a change, is it a woman in a wedding dress by her damn self with horse and buggy? I see that as like exactly what we're saying, like a changed mind. And I gave that example that someone's like, no, I'm not going to lose this person. And they like in wedding attire. And then you're like, I'm coming, fine. Now, right now you're having murky thoughts like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. By the way, I never mentioned this often, but take everything. Sometimes there are things on the table that may be an omen for you, even if I don't mention it. Take it as an omen. Like you might be 33 years old. You might be 33 plus 9, you know, things like that. 9, September. It could have been a significance of September. A meeting. You're going to meet up with this person. So take everything as an omen. You have murky thoughts right now. I don't have to repeat everything that we just said, but that's just confirmation of what we said. Tell me more. A rich girl. It's the marriage card. Underneath the card that says a change. And then we have changed mine, and she's wearing a wedding dress. The freaking omens. And you know what's crazy? The images in this deck are just like crazy. I haven't used it in a while, but I need to bring these decks back because it's everything. You know what happened to a while ago in New Jersey? I you know, for those of you that are new, I moved to the Dominican Republic last year. I'm from New Jersey. I left a box. Unfortunately, I brought all of my decks over there when I was recording. It was a long time ago. And then every time I go to New Jersey, I stock up on things, and then I carry a lot of luggage, like heavy luggage here. Because at the end of the day, you cannot compare like the amount like of stuff. It's cheaper in the United States, Target, Walmart, like, you know, so I stock up on things. I don't have to pay importing, Amazon, you know, everything's more expensive here. So when I packed my cards, all my decks, it put my luggage over like 10 pounds. So I left them. And then, you know, I have, you know, my mother put them away, nobody knows where, and that's really killing me. I'm going to New Jersey next week for a month. I'm so excited. My daughter has Christmas break, and I'll have time to officially like go through her house and see where she put that, because it makes such a difference. Like marriage, you know what's killing me about I'm sorry, it's just so crazy, the confirmations. Like, look, marriage, just look. For this to be a marriage card, she's sitting there and he's there with his hand like, what, you don't want me anymore? And she's there looking sideways in a red dress. Like, a red dress is not a white wedding dress. Usually when you wear red, especially like, you can tell that these are like images of people from the olden times. You wear red when you're like, you're not pure anymore. Like, you're ready to go meet other people, etc., right? She's looking the other way. Like, I don't even, like, now you come. That's the hesitation that I told you about. And this might actually be an omen. Like, you have murky thoughts right now. You don't know, you trust this person. You are waiting for them in the wedding dress. Like, I wanted this to manifest. And you're literally on a horse and buggy. Like, I'm out with my wedding dress and all. Now this person comes last minute. Like, no, you're my baby. You're my person. That might be for you, because that's also depicted here. Okay, this is literally like right here, like a movie. You're sitting there, you look in the mirror, you're like, I'm beautiful. What am I doing putting up with this? I'm done. Right? I'm going to put my wedding dress on and I'm going to meet somebody that literally, I just didn't even realize it says a meeting. I'm going to put my wedding dress on and I'm going to meet somebody that actually wants to marry me, because that's what I want. I want a date for marriage. I want something real. Like, I love this person. Maybe I'm not particularly going to cut them off, but that's it. Okay? And it says a rich girl, you start working on your finances, you know, you're trying to glow up, and all of a sudden this person's like, where are you going? No. And you're like, really? Don't dwell too much on that negative energy, because this person really does see things differently now. Oh, a military. What the heck? I'm going to say two things with that. Okay? Like I said, sometimes look at things as omens. Military 22. Okay? If random things pop on the table, maybe specifically for you. If you were in the military, or they were in the military, or are in the military, if there's any kind of connection to the military, that is a specific, clear as day omen for you, honey. Okay? I'm going to tell you the numbers that are on this table with this, okay? 33, 9, 4, 12, 3, 22. Oh my God, that kind of reminds me of right now. Maybe something happened specifically December 3rd of 2022, which is right now, 12, 3, 22. That's for somebody. But I'm also, because, you know, these cards have meanings, I also see the military as something official. So it's like an omen of somebody wanting to, it says marriage and military, like make it official. Maybe it's a military wedding, you know? Maybe who you're marrying is somebody who was or is in the military. Again, that's an omen, but it's also just, you know, it could be something official. But I just find it really interesting that this isn't like an actual date that just passed. 12/3/22, that has to be for someone, no doubt. Comment down below. There's no doubt about either their birthday, something happened. That's when they had the epiphany, something. Insane chemistry, passion, liking each other equally, having fun. They want it to be equal now. Maybe you had a passionate encounter with this person on that date. I just think that is so significant. Or maybe the 9th. When's the 9th? Isn't the 9th tomorrow? 12/9/22. 12/4/22. Whatever that, to me, this is all like this is this week. We've barely pulled tarot. Doesn't matter though. Sad news. Why? Why are we changing the energy now? Why? Why is there sad news? What's the sad news about? Why are you sad? Probably because your murky thoughts. You're sad because of love? Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Listen, this is some deep runner, I was gonna say. This confirmation. Oh my God, do not tell me you're gonna do this. Do not tell me. Oh, whoever you are, please don't do it. Don't tell me that the moment that this person comes forward, you're gonna get on a horse and buggy with the freaking wedding dress that you've been waiting for years and be like, I don't want you. And then now you're the runner while they're chasing. Do not even tell me that you're gonna do that shit. But that's what it says here. That's why you're here. That's the message. Because the hammer right here says sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, and then working on it. Like the moment somebody comes to work on it, somebody, one of you has to sabotage it. And when your dreams are literally about to come true, you've wanted this person for so long, now they show up, now you want to run away? It's the feminine that's doing that now. That's definitely it, because when I was lighting this Palo Santo, which I have to light it again, in the beginning, I did say it was self-sabotage, which was a very big message there. Can you not? I'm also poking fun in the way that I'm saying it. I am not by any means invalidating your journey or your experience. Honey, you're talking to somebody that has experienced this deeply for a long time. Never really spoke about my personal journey and stuff on this channel. Maybe one day I will, when the time's right. But I understand. I don't like to share too much because I like I said, I believe in, this is getting too hot for the table. I believe in energy and other people when you share, and that might be an omen for you. Don't share too much with other people right now, because especially when things are manifesting in your life or you're on some kind of look at that, that's confirmation, because they will dim your light, you know. And these kind of spiritual journeys, if it's a twin flame connection or something like that, these kind of spiritual journeys, yeah, I'm not saying you can't talk to people here and there, but you don't want to absorb other people's energy while you're going through something like this. How beautiful is it that I didn't even realize at the moment wow, look, the moment that you put the candle on this coaster thing, it looks like the sun. That's so beautiful. It's the sun. Look at that. That's, wow. But that's what I'm seeing right now. How is it that you're getting all this wonderful news and then all of a sudden, see, you're gonna have murky thoughts. You're gonna get in your head. When this person comes forward with their changed mind, wanna run away, they're gonna wanna meet with you. And they're gonna wanna talk about marriage and all of that. And you're just like, you're trying to run away. you're seeing this love as, you're perceiving this love as sadness now. Do you understand that that's more a reflection of your own wounds? This person has been running for this from a long time. Do you really want to become the runner right now? You want this to happen because this is meant to manifest. Do you understand that? And if it does, it's going to be extremely successful. And I want you to know that. And I want you to know that. Because how could the sad news be the love? It says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction, the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship. Or it says fear of intimacy, listening to your ego. Your ego's going to try to trick you. Yep, 5 of Wands, that's strife. 5 of Swords. It's going to try to keep you stuck. It's the Empress we're talking about. The Empress needs healing. Star card. They want you to have faith, Empress. Empress, they want you to have faith. That's a star. Because if not, you're going to keep yourself literally stuck. The Hanged Man is not getting enlightened or anything like that. They're just suspended in action. They're just stuck. This was upright. The 5 of Swords, Lord of Defeat. This is nasty energy. This is the sabotage energies, the 5 of Swords. That is a warning for you, okay? Because you're going to have the urge to do that, but I want you to know this person really means it this time. Maybe this person has said this to you before and then it didn't come through. So you have this like fear on the inside that it's just gonna go to shit again, but they want you to believe it. Yeah, look, can't make it up. Wow. And I don't usually read reversals, but the way it came out, it's meant to be read like that. The Universe, which is the World's card, and the Wheel of Fortune are upright, which is closing out of a cycle. And also, the Wheel of Fortune is something suddenly happening for the better. This is destiny. The Wheel of Fortune is a destiny card. So that wheel, that karmic lesson, that wheel is about to turn for you. And the unstable effort, the 7 of Swords, again in reverse, which came out in the beginning, which is Lord of unstable effort, and the Devil, which is the devil energy, the shadow of this person. They're both in reverse. They are actually, believe them, they're releasing that. They really do want to close out these nasty cycles between you guys and allow this wheel to turn. It's time. It's about to happen. This is manifesting. This is not the time to doubt it. Let it happen. Let it happen, please. That's a very big message for somebody. This is a gift from the universe. This is a gift from the universe. You are the main female. These are his thoughts. It says his thoughts. His thoughts are that you are the main female. You are who he wants. Or she, take it as it resonates. I just say what I see, okay? So your thoughts, whoever's the feminine here has murky thoughts right now, all of a sudden wants to run away, when his thoughts is about making you his wife. So trust it. I'm telling you, you have a lot of reason to believe otherwise, but people can wake up overnight, I'm telling you. And it's not really overnight, you know? What really is, it seems like overnight to you, but what it really is the culmination, like the tipping point, like a long time coming. Like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like they've had these thoughts for a long time, repressed, and then all of a sudden something triggers it and they're like, they wake up. But it's always been there. That's really what it is. It's just a moment of like official recognition of what they've been feeling the whole time. And this is a journey. This is a twin flame journey. That's what this is. This is a journey. This has been a journey. So it's been long and repetitive. So you have to see it that way. That this is actually manifesting now. So why did you stick around all this time? just to be scared now. This is literally your mirror, mirroring each other. Self-image, relationships reflects our, okay, hold on. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. You guys mirror each other. So that's what I'm saying. So if they were a runner at some point, don't all of a sudden mirror the running and become the runner. Because that can happen in these kind of dynamics. And we really don't want that right now. Because it's actually time for this to officially manifest. And I'm talking about soon. Oh my God. That was an accident. Hold on. They don't want any. When things start going crazy like that, they don't even want anything from here anymore. Let me get some tarot. Let's ask some more questions. What sparked this like awakening of this person? Empress. We have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which is the pair. Now we have the Emperor and the freaking Empress. Go figure. I told you. There he is. There he is. Oh my God, I did channel this card, but they wanted it to come out in this deck. I just split it. There it is, because of the imagery in this deck. And look what's at the top, the star. I said, what sparked this? The Emperor, quite frankly, just became the Emperor. He awakened. He transitioned from man to boy, or whatever, from girl to woman. I'm going to say for the most part it's a man. Doesn't have to be though. You know, if it's the same sex connection, you get it. That was the Two of Cups that was just there, and then I put it back. They realize they love you. There's marriage all over here, because there's actual images of people in wedding dresses. The star is hope, healing, faith. They realize that there is a potential. There's faith. They're keeping the faith. They woke up being, they have faith that this is going to work. This deck in particular, the Lover's card, literally shows a twin flame. It shows two flames. It shows two candles intertwined and creating one flame together. That is union. This is a twin flame union. Two flames intertwining and becoming one very powerful flame, because they just woke up and saw it that way. And an Emperor takes action. Look, because Judgment Day has come for this person, even if you're not aware of it. The Eon in this deck is the Judgment card. The Judgment means releasing all of your baggage, your sins, things from the coffins coming up, and you being brave enough as the Emperor to want to deal with it. The Judgment card is also something reviving from the dead, something coming back around. Okay, and in this deck, and like Wheel of Fortune, they realize that this is destiny. This deck, this is the Urban Tarot, so it shows images of New York City. It shows the World Trade Center, Ground Zero. So all of those names are the people that unfortunately lost their lives during 9/11. So I'm going to take that as an omen, right? As like this person's there like reading all the lines. So also seeing a reflection of herself in a past life. You see here she's wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and the reflection of her here is wearing like clothes from the olden times. So I'm going to say that this person has like had time. They've reflected on their past a lot. They're clearing out past karma. Also, the Wheel of Fortune is karma a lot. And to go through every name, like they've gone through every relationship they've ever been with. They've really leveled up, and they're ready to have something real. They believe in it now. The Emperor is like the embodiment of all kings. Like they are ready for an empire, and they're standing on a podium. Like I'm clear on that. You know what's beautiful here? The Emperor here is with the star, and the Empress is here with the star too. But you also had murky thoughts, so they want you to lean towards the star energy, not the murky thoughts, because they're that way. You guys, once you do that, if you allow it, if you're receptive to it, these flames are going to intertwine so quickly. Oh my God. And if that's the case, then you probably won't even have to watch tarot anymore. I mean, maybe you'll watch me anyway, but for real. Because look, this is a wedding. There's a wedding cake, the celebration, 3 of Cups. That's what that is. Somebody's getting married. There's no doubt in my mind somebody is getting married. Now we have the 2 of Cups, love. If you're in a same-sex connection, this could be an omen for you because it's a same-sex connection in this image. But it could resonate with anyone that is resonating with this energy, okay? And now we have the Hierophant, which is the commitment. And then at the top, we have the 10 of Cups, which is the union. I'm done. Done. I don't think I have anything else to say here. Please allow it to happen. Someone just suddenly changed their mind. Someone's getting married. Someone's about to start a union. Someone's about to start something. This is not the Disney Channel. This is hard. There's a lot of heaviness around here. A lot of this is real life. But this is happening for someone, and it is being shown here very clearly. And even if you have difficulties, this person wants to handle these difficulties with you. They want to go through these difficulties with you, just as if a marriage would, because they realize that maybe this person had a perception in their mind that marriage was like some Disney World shit because they never were modeled it. They might have had an epiphany like, okay, what makes a good marriage is the fact that 2 people come together and they have real conversations and they go through real hardship and they discuss real things. And if me and this person love each other, but we're not perfect, all we have to do is come on board and do that as a team. And they want to do that with you. Don't doubt it. Do not doubt it. I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to leave it here. Love and light.